The Gold Fossicker by Peter Mackenzie. The Gold Fossicker. He was a cranky looking fella, a fella in search of gold. You're wasting your time, young man, he was all too regularly told. Glen looked the very essence of a man on a mission. He'd grown a thick, bristly beard for his upcoming expedition. He set off on New Year's Day in his trusty Valiant car. His car, he hoped, would take him very, very far. He was up near Bathurst when the car pulled to one side of the road. He feared it was a tyre issue. He was worried it might explode. He stopped the car to have a look. The tyre was as flat as a tack. He opened the boot to pull out his trusty jack. Then he noticed the spare tyre was also devoid of air. Glen thought, why is life so unfair? A nearby road sign indicates that it's only 5 kilometres to the service station. He gets back in the car, stuck with a problem of his own creation. He drives very slowly, hoping the tyre will hold. Cranky drivers behind him perversely makes him feel bold. The traffic behind him builds up and the driver's anger starts to grow. 3 kilometres done, only 2 kilometres to go. Then in the rear vision mirror he sees balls bouncing on the road. Odd, Glen thinks, then smells rubber. That's it, my car will need to be towed. Cars go past him. A passing driver gives him a distressed look. At last he arrives at his destination, looks at the tyre. It's looking pretty crook. Glen has the 2 tyres repaired and is soon on his way. After a couple of hours driving, he decides to visit a cafe. But before he gets there, he starts to hear a wheezing noise from his car, which quickly becomes a thump-thump noise. How bizarre. Glen pulls over fortuitously at a service station as steam billows out. By instinct, he loosens the radiator cap, then screams with a shout. In an instant, a geyser-like gush of green molten water shoots up in the air. The boiling water narrowly misses Glen, gives him quite a scare. Glen is cranky that things have been going so bad. Though the car gets repaired, Glen is feeling very sad. The mechanic saunters up to Glen and says, "Hey mate, I found this rock. I found it lodged in your car's engine block." Glen, a bit of a hoarder, throws the rock in his car's back seat. He drives to reserve for a cup of tea and a bite to eat. Curious about the rock, he cracks it open by dropping it to the ground. And guess what? It's full of gold. Glen makes a happy sound. A great trip after all. Glen drives home, happy with his fortuitous haul.